Today we are visiting Tampa Zoo with Mami and Papi who are visiting from Peru. Right now we're looking for the Habari Expedition Station. I believe that's the place right there. Well, we've heard about their internship program, so we're gonna try if we can be their interns for the day on their wildlife studies. We'll see. Well, that's gonna be intern Mommy and intern Papi. All right, we're ready to go.
Hello, interns, and welcome to the Habari Preserve. My name is Professor Ron, and I am so happy to have you joining our team. I started my career at Zoo Tampa at Lowry Park many years ago, and I am so proud of the work that we've been able to do together here at the prison. Not only do we conduct our own groundbreaking research, but we also partner with other conservation groups to protect wildlife and wild places. By completing our internship program, you can make a difference too. In just a moment, you will load into one of our research trucks to embark on your own intern orientation. You will have a very experienced safari driver at the wheel, and you will be accompanied by one of our highly trained research assistants. They will use this expedition as your introduction to the animals under our care here and get you prepared to assist with all of the amazing conservation and education projects that we are engaged in here at the Habari Prison. When your research assistant tells you, please load the trucks in a calm and orderly fashion, one person at a time. Watch your head operations right away. Tell your research assistant I had to run ahead, and I'll meet you out on the preserve.
Alrighty, everybody, looks like we have to catch up to Professor Ron. Come on down, careful when going down this yellow curb, careful going up those stairs, use both handrails. We are a full truck today, so we're gonna go all the way down the front to Julia.
All right, let's go.
They're clear coming.
Straight over here, buddy. There you go. Come on down. Yep, down, shoulder down, next row. And we have an astronaut on board. Very cool.
I'm not an astronaut.
Come on
Air
down,
Force.
guys. Come fill in that next row.
I'll go.
Maybe your next
You want to go there?
Come on down, guys. Fill in the next row. There we go. Keep coming on down, filling in those seats.
Got to get up there. It's incredible.
10-4, Professor. All right, Logan, you heard him. Let's go ahead and see if we can find what he saw.
It looks like we're going to be seeing some weird creature.
Rainforest, home to some elusive inhabitants, and I think I know what the professor might have seen. We've been tracking an okapi through this area, and there he is, right front and center, hanging out with a fellow bay diker. Now, Logan, if you want to pull up just a little bit more, keep going. All right, if you want to pause right there. So Some of you guys might be a little bit
That's an
blind behind that
okapi.
bush, but if our passengers
Looks
aren't
like
able to
some
see that
weird
small
mixed
detail, if you
creature.
get a closer view or a quick photo, you guys can. Now, that larger guy, that is the okapi, and if you saw the smaller antelope hanging out with him, that was known as a bay diker, a small antelope that only grows to be about 12 to 18 inches tall. So that one we saw was fully grown. Now, the okapi, he is solitary as well as the bay diker. They both mark their territory with scent glands. The bay diker has scent glands below their eyes, and the okapi uses the oil in his fur to rub his neck against. Bigger than a rhino. A walrus, good job! No, I'm just kidding. It's an elephant. We are coming up through elephant country. On either side of the vehicle, you're going to see the largest living land mammal alive today, the African bush elephant. Yeah, up on our passenger side, walking towards us, that is going to be our boy elephant. He is going to be able to reach around 14,000 pounds. He's actually on the smaller side. He only weighs about 10,000 pounds. But at that point, size is irrelevant. Over on the driver's side, we have our female or matriarchal herd. So for my ladies on board, that simply means you guys are in charge. Female elephants live together for their whole lifetime, led by an oldest, wisest female known as the matriarch. Below her are her daughters and the babies. Boys, like this guy, they're going to leave the group at about 12 to 15 years old. They prefer to live by themselves or in bachelor groups with other males. Elephants will communicate squeaky toy. It's not a sound that travels far, which this allows them to sneak up on their prey, and they can catch their dinner about 80% of the time. Compare that to a lion or hyena, they are only successful around 20 to 30%. Over here we also have a large male unicorn hanging out with us. No, just kidding, he has 2 horns. He's a southern white rhino. The white rhino will live in groups of up to 15 members. Here on the preserve we have 7. This includes a 10-month-old baby girl just starting to grow her horns, so keep your eyes open for her. Looks like she's hanging off by the shade structure in the tree back in that corner. Now these rhinos communicate in a few different ways. They'll communicate vocally with grunts and snorts. Males scream at each other to exert dominance. It's very manly. Mother will pant to the baby. Baby will coo back. It's very adorable. And then, well, they also have a smellier way of communicating. And it's going to be up here in a large divot in the ground. It's a big old pile of poop. And yes, that is another way our rhinos communicate. They will use a community bathroom called a midden, not a mitten. Don't put your hands in them, though they could be equally soft and warm. Rhinos will leave a deposit and then come back night house. In here we have our large adult male. These guys are known as the watchtowers of the savannah because of their incredible height. When fully grown, they can reach around 16 or maybe 17 feet tall. The tallest giraffe on record is actually around 18 feet. And they can see danger before most other animals can. So a good rule of thumb is if you ever see a giraffe running, I recommend you run with it because it saw something you haven't yet. Colored ones are the females and babies. Tall, dark, and handsome with the horns is the adult male. And those bald-headed birds back there are known as marabou storks. Now the Nyalas are going to communicate similar to white-tailed deer. They can make barking calls to each other, as well as flash up their tail to show a white underside if they sense danger. This lets others know to hightail it out of there. The marabou storks are one of the largest flighted birds with a wingspan of about 10 feet across, but they actually lack a voice box. They don't squeak or squawk like other birds. Instead, they clap their beak or inflate that sack of skin on their neck called a gular sac to make croaking sounds like a frog. Up ahead, I see some boulders that have sprouted legs. They are also known as Aldabra tortoises. They are the second largest tortoise species. They communicate with each other through head bobs and bellows, and with small birds like finches. By stretching out their limbs, they can actually signal to the birds to pick bugs and parasites off their skin. This allows the birds to get a free meal. Yep. And the birds, or the tortoises, get a free
Travels, everyone, and thanks for visiting the Habari Preserve!
Thank you, Professor, and congratulations, interns. You just completed your first day of intern orientation.
Now that we passed that internship program, I think we're ready to explore and study the aviary wildlife.
and I'm part of the Animal Ambassadors Department here at Zoo Tampa, which means that it's my utmost pleasure to introduce to you all one of my friends here, such as Miss Sheila. Now, Sheila is a blue-tongued skink. Go ahead and put her down, see if she wants to explore a little bit. Yes, so she has a blue tongue. Now, Sheila may use this tongue out naturally to protect herself from predators. So if you guys have ever seen poison dart frogs or other brightly colored amphibians or other reptiles, they use that bright color to show that they are often toxic or poisonous.
Is there any in the water?
I don't see any.
There's some manatees here. Let's check out some manatees. There it is. Beautiful.
Gosh, look at it sink. When it's time, it sinks so fast. I wonder what they're doing.
Look how fast they are.
Yeah, it's actually pretty quick.
I want to see how big this Mommy, look how he's eating. He's eating, Mommy. Oh, it's water spray. Beside Johnny and make him your buddy. And Johnny is wandering around.
Who, the professor?
Yeah.
What's your favorite animal?
The rhino. Rhino. Actually, the rhino too. The rhino and the elephant. I like the rhino, but I miss the zebra.
Pero parece que
Meaning that on the podcast is going to participate in our flyover to participate in any of the
Well, that's all for our Tampa Zoo visit with Mami and Papi, who are visiting from Peru. Hope to see you again in our next family adventure. Bye for now and God bless.